Liebe ist blind Deutschland. Zweite Staffel ist gut.
Oh, good, good. Dear Shandy. Welcome back to your brand new Dear Shandy Love is Blind Germany recap, listeners. Hello, Andy.
Hello.
How are you today?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Gut.
Yes. Wir sind in Toronto heute.
Gut.
So today we are recapping the reunion, which, by the way, we didn't even know was coming out.
Yeah.
We didn't think there was going to be a reunion for this season.
No, it seemed like it had a nice ending.
Yes.
And that's it.
And you know what? Sometimes you watch a reunion and you're kind of like, that left a bad taste in my mouth, or oh, that's like a downer. In this case, oh my God, what a reunion.
What a reunion.
There was
maybe the best reunion I've ever seen.
I think it might be. It was feel good. It was revelatory. There was a little bit of drama. There were the surprises and also the no surprises.
Yeah,
like it gave you a little bit of everything.
And nothing cheap. You notice there was no cheap drama. No gimmicks.
Yeah.
I liked it.
We were
Felt good.
Yeah.
It's really good. That's about as quality reality TV as you can get.
Yeah. Even the hosting.
The hosting was excellent.
Excellent. Like when I watched the American one, not to diss, Vanessa and Nick Lachey, but sometimes I'm like, is that the reaction to that? Or was that really the follow-up question to that? Or is that really the face expression that would be had to what that person just said? I thought these hosts were just phenomenal.
It's very real.
Yes.
Very honest, real adult conversations. And it's extremely rare, as I said, to get this quality on reality TV. I mean, we're talking about, well, should we spoil it? I guess it's already.
I mean, it is a recap. But this is not breaking news. So if anyone's watching
let's just say that some very real and beautiful things have happened here.
Yes.
And you rarely see that in the wild.
Yes.
On reality TV.
Absolutely. Okay, so we'll just get going. We'll stop alluding to things. I do feel like watching this show in German has been good for my German.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I know that word.
Good for my German.
Yeah.
And I realized that English is something that people in Europe just interject once in a while to make a point.
Yeah.
That's strange. I didn't realize that it was such a I know it's the universal language, technically speaking.
Andy, music is the universal language.
Well, it's the global language.
Okay.
Actually, the international language is sex.
Is that what they say?
That's the international
Isn't that
language.
funny? That is an international language.
Yeah, that's the international
music
language.
And sex.
You don't have to know the culture or the words. You just do the thing.
Yeah.
Everyone knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay, but where were you going with that?
My point is I've learned English was like the backup. That was the default language if you didn't speak the same language in the European region.
That's why we're so spoiled, yes.
But I didn't realize that it was like an exclamation. Like if you wanted to put emphasis on a phrase, you say it in English. That's weird to me.
Okay, here's my question. So I agree with you. Like we would see, especially I think Wendy did this the most, where she would just say kind of a throwaway comment in English.
Yeah.
Like she just sort of flip into English, and her English is excellent.
Yeah.
So my question is, and this isn't like something against Wendy because I love Wendy, but is it a flex? Is your ability to like switch into English and just say something in English? I do not think it's a flex at all. I think it's a way of emphasizing something. It's like if you in English said "Mamma mia." I don't know about that.
No?
I don't know about that. But I mean, when I watch my K shows, they do that. Like sometimes they'll just say something in English, and it's usually seen as sort of like funny.
Yeah, it's for emphasis. It's to say this is something different than the rest of the things I was saying.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I found that very interesting.
We'll never really truly understand English the way other countries.
I wish for just 5 minutes I could be a European listening to someone speak American English.
Do you think we sound really American in how we speak to each other?
No,
or do you think that we sound different from what people think Americans sound like?
I think I'm going to pass on this question.
I'm just curious. Well, because I'm not American. I'm not American. For any non-Americans watching this,
I think we sound like good Americans. I think we sound like decent Americans.
I think most Americans, though, would say they think they sound like good Americans.
Well, you tell us. What do we sound like, German
any
people?
Non-Americans or Canadians, you don't count. I'm sorry. If you're watching this and English is not your first language, and you're hearing us, do we sound like typical Americans? That's what I want to know.
Yeah. Are we typical Americans? Are we good Americans? Are we bad Americans?
Yeah.
Are we annoying Americans?
Are we exactly what you would expect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to know.
We'll get that bit of vanity out of the way and start off with Gunnar and Josy. And we were freaking out a bit, actually, because they were sitting on opposite ends of the sofa and kind of looking like sort of upset. No. They looked like there was tension, and it fooled us because they're still together.
It fooled us only a little bit. The honest truth is, they're such a good couple that I refuse to believe that they weren't together.
Yeah.
Like I assumed there might have been a joke there.
Well, what I wrote, the first thing I wrote in my notes was, why are they sitting on opposite ends of the sofa with all these exclamation marks? Because it was like so unbelievable. And it was unbelievable because they are still together like a year later, basically, right? It's been about a year. And we get a recap of the relationship. So cute and relatable. The highlight for me was when Gunnar said that his wife has brought decorations into his home or into his life.
Oh, that was cute.
Decorations. This is so accurate. Like, where did you ever have decor before I came along?
No decor. I had a poster, a Polish poster of Rocky.
Yes.
It was a Polish Rocky poster for the movie.
It's one of the two remaining things in the house.
It's never going. You've tried. She's tried many times to get rid of that Rocky poster.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. We'll find the right piece one of these days. To retire that poster. But yeah, decorations. I just thought that was so cute. That's it's such a womanly touch thing to be like, we can make that nice. Let's decorate that. There's something about like adorning your home that I just find so female, and I just love it.
I am so happy that you came to adorn my home.
Oh. When asked what Josy loves about Gunnar, she says, when he looks at me, I see myself with different eyes. I love this. She talks about how his confidence almost not only in her, but also in himself, like in them, in life, has sort of like rubbed off on her. And I just think that's so beautiful. Yeah. And he does have, he does have BDE, right?
Heavy.
Like the confidence is inherent.
Yeah.
He was born with that confidence.
It was. Yeah. Right out of the womb. That was the first thing they noticed. Like, it's a boy. Nothing's changed. Still bald, still huge. That's for you, Gunnar.
Gunnar's very active in our comment section.
Active, yeah.
People are like, it's the Gunnar. So
he's famous. Gunnar is famous.
He is famous. When asked about the kids thing now, okay, so this is different. I'm going to be honest, I kind of wasn't surprised by this, but I just thought the whole tone of this was funny. So the gist is he's a little more open-minded actually than he was on the season.
Yeah, he is.
And he
opened the door a tiny crack, which we all knew was something that very likely would happen down the road.
Well, yeah, I think that a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot of people who don't want kids feel this way, because I think there are a lot of people who don't want kids, period. Okay, they don't want kids, period, and that's their choice, which we respect, obviously. But I think that there are a lot of people who are fence sitters leaning no until they meet someone who they're like, oh, but you.
Yeah.
I kind of want to make a little you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, like I want to make more of this, whatever this is. Like I love this so much. I didn't know about this.
Right. It changes your perspective.
Yeah.
It teaches you something you didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, well, if I had known this, then I would have had a different opinion.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But he even made it sound kind of like he had wanted to manage expectations in that regard because
he was playing it conservatively.
Which is so
smart.
This struck me as so
German.
Can I say that? Like it was just
it's a compliment.
It is because it was so practical. It's like I don't want you to think that there's a chance, and so I'm saying that there isn't.
No histrionics.
No,
just practical, like planning for the future, reasonable statements.
It is the polar opposite of hedging. Yeah, and I find that in dating, at least in the States or actually, I don't know about Canada, actually. I don't think they do it as bad in Canada. But when I dated in the States.
It's getting worse.
When I dated in New York, there was a lot of hedging. And I know there is now too. Men especially, but everyone, they're kind of keeping their options open. And I think that even with things like this, it's like, well, I've always thought maybe one day, or like, I've never really been sure. Sure. And then a guy will like waste 5 years of a woman's life being like, yeah, maybe one day. And then he's like, oh no. Yeah. Or vice versa. And so I really appreciate this actually. It was so black and white. Yeah. It is funny how the kid thing is received or sort of delivered as like a good development.
Yeah, all right. It's like almost like he had a giant mole on his arm. And I'm like, well, you can get it surgically removed one day.
Yeah, there's the way they
Yeah, he's like, oh, I found a doctor who's willing to remove the mole. I don't know if I'm going to get it removed. Yeah, he's willing to get rid of it. I don't know if I'm willing to get rid of it. I kind of like it. It's kind of growing on me. But they're like, well, maybe you should look into that.
It was funny how they're all like, like it just, everyone seemed to warm up to this. Welcome. Yeah. I don't know. Something about that cracked me up.
They're still good hosts. It's good. It's good hosting.
It was good. It was just funny how it was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, woo. It's close one there.
When asked if they would have mated. Well, actually kind of made it. It was met and dated. Yeah. So let's say mated in real life. They both say no. And then they're presented with Love is Blind Germany sticky socks.
Dude.
Can we talk about the sticky socks? I feel like there's a cultural difference here. Like, I don't understand why the sticky sock thing was funny. Why is that funny?
Oh, because he likes sticky socks.
Yeah, but what is funny? Like, if you wore sticky socks, I'd be like, yeah, like you get the comfort of sock and then the traction of sticky.
I think you're dying on the wrong hill. I think it's a reasonable gag. If I made a thing about sticky socks, I'd be the sticky sock guy.
Yeah, but he didn't really make a thing. He just wore sticky socks, and then she's the one who made a thing out of it.
Yeah, well, it was a thing. We all knew it was a thing with him. It was the sticky socks.
I guess I just don't understand why sticky socks aren't more why is that funny?
I think sticky socks should be more universal. I think everyone should have sticky socks.
I love sticky socks.
But very few people do have sticky socks. So when someone has sticky socks and makes a point of having sticky socks, I think it becomes known, and they are known as a sticky sock person.
I mean, I'm a sticky sock person.
I'm not a sticky sock person.
What I like to do is when I go on planes, I bring a change of socks. Like I have my shoes and my socks. And then in my bag, I have sticky socks, which I change into.
Right.
And then I can take off my shoes and curl up on the seat. No, and my feet don't fall off.
You're making a case for sticky socks. Everyone feels good about sticky socks. It's a good thing to have, but most people just don't think about sticky socks.
Okay.
Very few people are like, I need a pair of sticky socks. I need a couple pairs of sticky socks. They're part of my wardrobe.
Yeah.
And Gunnar's one of those people. And I would assume that most people who fall into the sticky sock needing camp are women. So Gunnar being a man, it makes it even more unique. So I think it's a totally reasonable thing. I'm very offended that you took umbrage with this gag.
Okay. Umbrage. Haven't heard that in a while.
So Sharleen, there are a lot of New Year's resolutions.
Yes.
Bandied about.
Bandied about, indeed.
80% are not kept by February. But what is one thing that we should all make an annual or weekly or daily or hourly resolution about? Our health. Our health. You got it. Oh, sorry. I spoiled it. I told you. And what better way than Function Health to keep this in order? Forget about resolutions.
I know.
No one keeps resolutions. Yeah. Health is all there is. That's all we have.
I know. You know what they say? It's Confucius who said, the healthy man wants 1,000 things, but the sick man only wants one.
That's exactly how he said it with that cadence.
Okay, I may have butchered that.
Yeah, Confucius was drunk that day. Like, hey, Confucius, give me something. Okay, I got this.
But everyone knows what I mean. Your health, that's all you have. And so that's why Function Health is so important. So how it works with Function is you get a membership, and then through them, you get 2 blood tests a year. And then that tests for 160 plus biomarkers. So I'm going to list to you some of the things we are talking here, because these are things that usually when you go get a physical and maybe you get a blood test, they're not testing for all this stuff. They really are not. We're talking leptin resistance, thyroid dysfunction, chronic inflammation, hormone imbalances.
Yeah, and I'll tell you something. I had borderline cholesterol, but I found out from Function Health that the particle size of my cholesterol is very small, which is bad. Oh. So now I know to be careful of that. Could have saved my life. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah.
And Confucius say it's not the cholesterol, it's the size of the particle. did. Check it.
Let's talk value now, because I think Function is the best deal in town. In fact, when I went to the Quest Diagnostics in New York, the phlebotomist literally said to me, she's like, oh, you're with Function. Like, that's a really great deal.
So own your health for only $365 a year, $1 a day.
Learn more and join at functionhealth.com/Shandy.
Or use code Shandy25 for a $25 credit towards your membership.
Again, that's functionhealth.com/Shandy or code Shandy25 for $25 off. Okay, well, next up, Andi, we have Andi and Yasmin. I think this would fall in the not super surprising category where this will go, although it did have a few surprises.
Couple of turns.
This was our bit of drama, actually. So we get a flashback to post-wedding. And what's funny is last week after the finale, we were like, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
How that ended.
It was weird.
We're like, they're like holding hands and kind of smiling at each other.
Cut too soon.
Yeah. It felt like, why does this feel like an ellipses and not an ending?
Yeah.
And it turns out it was an ellipses. It was ellipses. Wait, it was ellipses.
It was elliptic.
Yeah, or it was an ellipsis. Wait, is ellipses, is that all three dots?
I'm just warning you, you already spent 5 minutes talking about sticky socks. You're going to spend another 5 talking about elliptics?
Okay, well, turns out that she wasn't saying no to a relationship with him. She was just saying no to a marriage in that moment. But pretty much the gist is they were going to stay together and try to make it work.
Yeah, they made out.
Yeah.
There was a makeout.
There
wasn't a peck.
A full makeup. But then the plot thickens almost immediately because at their own wedding reception.
Yeah.
Because there's a wedding reception. Interesting. He pieced out, or he was hanging out with the guests and just talking, and she felt abandoned with their suitcases, and she didn't know where he was and where they were going. And then he says that she's very sensitive. She needs a lot of care, which I thought was that's either like such a dick thing to say, or it's true. Maybe it's partly true.
I think this is a classic he said, she said.
Yes.
I have no idea what's going on here.
Because I'm going to be honest, like I generally fall camp Yasmin with the two of them, just because of how Andi handled the whole 3 women in the pods thing. Like that, I feel like says so much about a person that I'm like, you're usually not getting the benefit of the doubt with me. I'm sorry. However, Yasmin's like anger over his behavior immediately after being told no at the altar. Immediately. I mean, it's the wedding reception. Yeah. And he's already like making all these behavioral mistakes in her eyes. I was like, but he might be hurt.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if I were in his shoes.
He has the right to be hurt.
Yeah.
If I was in that situation, it's very possible I would be sulking hard.
Yeah,
I'd be off in a corner like, I don't want to talk to you.
I do feel like if the genders were reversed and he had said no to her at the altar and she kind of pieced out or like went and just behaved a certain way.
It would be acceptable.
It would be. I don't know. I kind of felt like he's allowed to be a little sore.
Absolutely. He just got stood up at the altar.
Yes.
It's embarrassing. It's hurtful.
Yes.
I mean, they had a little makeout afterwards and she held his hand, but still, who knows what that means? That's happened before, by the way. Not like that much of a makeout, but we've seen that in other Love is Blind episodes where
there's
after
like a kiss,
there's like kind of like a very romantic embrace.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, is there something there?
But then nothing is.
And then nothing is.
Yeah.
This is too much of a he said, she said. I don't even understand, honestly. The plot thickened too much for me here. I don't understand exactly what happened.
Well,
and
he said he was hurt. That's what he said.
No, he said he was hurt, but I'm saying the logistics of all the steps of what happened from that moment to now was a little confusing. And I usually find that when the story is confusing,
muddy.
The narrative is confusing, that means it is confusing.
Yeah.
And there's no clear side.
Yeah, I think it's likely that the truth lies firmly in the middle.
Firmly in the middle.
And it turns out they got in a fight 3-4 days later, and then he sent her a long, long text, which she said was ChatGPT assisted, accusing her of having strategized and having
we accused her of strategizing too.
We kind of did. I don't know if that's fair. She seemed pretty upset about this.
No, she did seem upset.
Yeah.
And we never said we were sure. That was just a theory.
But I also think that, it's not that surprising that he would say that.
True.
If he was told no at the altar and you got in a big fight, you might be like, I think that this.
I agree.
You made it to the end. You got this whole experience, and like you hurt me.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's kind of par for the course. Like I'm not super surprised it happened. I'll put it that way.
But let's be honest. We'll never know.
She says she dodged a bullet. She questions his sincerity in coming on the show. And ultimately, he says that a no at the altar was the right thing.
Yeah.
And now the show, this is interesting, the show decides to show everyone their brightest, shiniest, most happy moments.
And that was sick.
It was sick.
I thought that was beneath Love is Blind Germany. That felt more American to me.
It did feel American.
It felt almost like Bachelor. Remember when they did that to
Jen Tran?
Jen Tran, yeah.
Yeah, it did feel Bachelor. Isn't that funny? That Bachelor, it's like a flavor of sinister.
Yeah. They're like, this is too nice a reunion.
Yeah.
Let's do something a little sick.
Yeah, we need some tears. Here, let's show you a flashback of the moments where you were your happiest and you really thought you were going to end up with him. And let's show them all in a row. Because what's funny is that this montage of good moments actually made me kind of believe in them.
Yeah.
Because I actually was missing a lot of these moments during the season itself. And now I realize they were saving them up for the reunion like sickos.
You know what I think? I honestly think this is an example of how Love is Blind is a total failure. In that I think these two liked each other just fine in the pods.
Yeah.
And then they saw each other and they were like, damn.
Yeah.
Now that's what I want.
Yes.
I want full unblind love right here.
Yeah.
But that was it. It was really about the physical attraction.
Yeah.
And everything else fell apart.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. And
so it's the opposite of what Love is Blind is supposed to do. Literally the exact opposite.
Yeah. And I also feel like even how they came together, you know, she had to sort of edge him towards the finish line and like urge him for more commitment and to make her feel more secure. And like, he was sort of like, it didn't really feel like one person was necessarily like ahead of another for him.
No, I agree.
And then only when she put pressure on him was he like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to lose you. Yeah. I feel like that already sets the stage for sort of imbalance. Like it's a rocky foundation.
But when they saw each other, Andi was happy and Yasmin was happy. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe it is exactly what Love is Blind is about. Because if love truly is blind, then that immediate physical attraction out of the pods should fail if there's no real connection. Wow.
I see what you did there.
I
didn't completely follow, but it sounded...
It was a very long reaction for not following.
So ultimately, they both acknowledge there were beautiful moments. We can all see the beautiful moments. Yeah. And they thank each other and they kind of smile at each other from across the set. Yeah. And I was like, are they going to hook up again?
They're totally going to hook up. Like maybe like right after the reunion. And then they're going to get in a fight and not talk for like a month. Yeah. And then hook up again. There's going to be hooking up.
The reason I suspect this is because we've all been there. Like I've been there where you're like, it's over. You're over. It's over. But then you're like, but we acknowledge there were beautiful moments. And, you know, thank you for the nice times.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
you're
like holding the guys a little too long.
I'm going to be DMing him, each of them, once a month, checking in, just asking, have you hooked up in the last month?
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm going to both of them.
I don't know if either of them are going to reply to us.
Well, it's worth a shot.
I don't know if we've been favorable to either Yasmin or Andi.
I think we've been fair. We've been fair.
I think we've been fair. Okay, so next up, Andi, we have Jan and Loan.
I
would put this
in...
Loan. Or...
No.
I would put this in the surprising category.
Yeah?
Not necessarily what was revealed, but actually the fact that it was revealed.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Quite a momentous stage to reveal this. Yeah, like really unprecedented,
yes,
I think.
Because to me, Jan and Loan, you know, as a couple... To be honest, on the season, there were times where I was like, oh, like looking at my watch. Like, are we really pretending that this is a thing? But actually, it turns out that they have blossomed into best friends, best platonic friends.
This all makes perfect sense.
It does. And they're cute together. Like, they're really great.
I love that they're friends.
Yes.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this whole thing. I think this is epic reality TV, this whole situation.
Me too.
When else have you seen that? And where else could you see that except in real, actual life? And you'd have to wait a long time to see this specific situation.
It's so true. It would take years.
Maybe a lifetime.
Yeah, to watch a romance develop into a friendship like this. And then a
coming
out. Yeah, a discovery.
Based on that friendship.
Absolutely. Also good hosting, I gotta say.
Excellent hosting.
The hosting here, When the male hosts, I don't remember their names, Steffi and...
It doesn't matter. They're wonderful hosts.
They are wonderful. But he's like, he makes Jan specify. He's like, but friends, right? Like it just felt very conversational and just very on it. It's like they knew what questions we still had.
Never patronizing.
Never patronizing.
Never.
So Jan says he has actually found a feeling of completeness. He says that to him, love is feeling complete. Yeah. And he's found that with a man. And it's very touching now where he says like, I know people might doubt my sincerity in coming on the show, but actually, I'm going to be honest, I don't think anyone does.
No.
Like when he revealed this, in no way was I like, then why were you on the season?
Can you imagine? You fraud. Yeah. Oh, God.
Yeah, not at all. Like it felt like he was confused. He was confused.
He wanted this show to he wanted to find out something from the show, and he found out the most amazing thing.
Yes.
The show, the whole Love is Blind Germany, if this season is the last Love is Blind Germany season, it did its job for this one man.
I agree. It was so beautiful. Like, and he's so not an actor. To be honest, like all season long, we felt his effort.
We watched the journey.
Yes. And
we didn't know exactly what the journey was. We had an idea what it might be, but we watched the whole journey.
Yeah. And I think that his effort was so sincere in trying to make it work with Lawan that actually because we could see how futile it was, that's what made it frustrating to watch him. It wasn't because we were like, oh, this is fraudulent.
Right.
Like you're faking it. It wasn't that at all. It was like, no, you're trying too hard.
You're trying too hard. Yeah.
And so also Lawan and Konstantin speak up also just to reiterate just how sincere.
What great friends Lawan and Konstantin are. I want them as friends.
What a strong coming out too.
Strong. And he never said, I don't know if they use the word like in German. Like is there a or a like? I don't know because I don't hear it. It's not in the subtitles.
I feel like that it's maybe an like UH.
Anyway, they're so articulate.
They're so articulate.
I think
Jan, like my German's not good enough to be able to like totally differentiate who's more articulate than another one, but I get the impression based on his focus on the genitive that Jan is particularly articulate.
He's got his diction down. Yeah. He knows his words. But listening to him give that speech, clearly not prepared speech.
I think it was kind of prepared, but not in a bad way.
No, not prepared like memorized.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he knew what he was going to do.
Yeah.
But it was so perfectly delivered.
Yeah.
Like that was a huge moment in his life.
Yeah.
All his friends, all his family. I'm sure he probably had, I don't know if he came out to everyone on this show. I think he probably told his family maybe and some friends. But this was a big deal.
It was.
And he nailed it.
Yeah.
Not that you should give points on coming outs, but this was the best coming out I have ever seen.
Well, Andi, new year, new
towels.
This is a long time coming.
I don't get any credit for that guess. That was a pretty good guess.
You guessed so well. I mean, you were tipped off by the fact that this is a Cozy Earth ad right now.
Oh, yeah.
And we thought we would wait to this ad to actually unwrap our new Luxe bath towels from Cozy Earth.
I'll tell you something. Every time I go to a nice hotel, I think I want these towels.
I know.
Why can't I have these towels every day? Why are we sacrificing our towelage?
I think the towels, you can fall into a rut where you're like, well, these are fine. They work. But did you know that actually old towels have a ton of gross stuff in them?
Disgusting. They're like at 10% of their weight is your skin.
We want more color in our lives, we said. So we chose Harbor Mist, which is this nice pale blue.
So misty.
It's like a grayish blue. And Andi is going to unwrap them and feel the Luxe bath towel for the first time.
No, really.
I want to feel.
Oh, that is what I want.
Whoa.
This is what I want.
This is crazy. It does feel like a Luxe hotel.
You don't have to look any further. No, I'm not saying that.
You don't have to look any further.
I know that sounded really addy, but I'm telling you, this is what I've always wanted.
And of course, you've heard us rave about Cozy Earth's bed sheets. Andi's wearing their lounge pants. They really know what they're doing with viscose from bamboo. They, I think, have reinvented fabric, especially like loungy, like at home, sleeping, drying fabrics. You know, you just don't go back once you go Cozy.
So start the new year off right and give your home the luxury it deserves.
And make home the best part of life.
Head to CozyEarth.com and use code Shandy for up to 20% off.
That's CozyEarth.com, code Shandy.
And if you get a post-purchase survey, be sure to let them know we, Dear Shandy, sent you.
Well, Andi, that brings us to Jubriel and Wandi, which I think firmly falls in the unsurprising category.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we didn't even really need to see this. Honestly, they could have just had Wendy there and not Jubriel, and it would have been just as good.
We would have been fine with that. Well, yeah, because Wendy, I think she's consistent, right? Like she said exactly what she said and how she felt on the show itself. And it's been a year. And I think what would have been surprising is if Jubriel had taken more ownership of his actions, right?
Yes.
If he had been like, I understand now, I watched it back, I cringed watching it, I understand like what I should have done, I didn't do that, and for that I'm sorry. And instead his approach was, I was really overwhelmed. I felt kind of trapped and confused. And she's a wonderful woman. Lots of compliments towards her, but I just didn't feel it. He's like, I didn't feel the spark I wanted to feel. It's like, so yeah, there's all these explanations, but it was your execution. Like then just end it.
Yeah, but it's all BS.
It's all
BS.
They kind of frame it as a sort of apology that the hosts, I think they need to move on. So they're sort of like, so Wendy, do you accept his apology? And Wendy's like, sure.
Yeah, whatever. You know what? Wendy just doesn't care anymore, which is great.
Yes.
That's her victory.
Yeah.
You know what Jubriel did wrong is he picked the wrong person to do this to. He behaved poorly regardless.
Yeah.
But he specifically picked the wrong person because he picked one of the least annoying people ever on any Love is Blind season ever. Like there's not an annoying drop in Wendy.
Yeah.
Not one drop.
No.
And sometimes in these situations, if the woman or the man is super annoying, you can get behind it. You're like, you know what? This just feels good. I like this. I'm a sick person, but I like this.
Yeah, I have felt that before where they're both like, you don't really agree with the behavior of one person, but the other person is so annoying that you're kind of like, it sort of evens out. But I agree. Wendy, and especially when we see her with all the women in the women's quarters, like she is so rock solid. She's such a good friend. She's such a cheerleader for others.
She's a role model. She's an amazing human being.
Legit role model. There's nothing not to like about her. So that's why his mistreatment of her just felt even worse.
Yeah, he picked the wrong one.
Yeah. But what I really loved about Wendy too here, and I think we saw glimpses of it on this season, but sometimes you need to see someone outside, like less edited to really get this. Because I think having watched the season, I thought Wendy, sometimes I was worried that she came off a little less secure, less confident. And of course, that's not helped by the fact that he's like not even looking at her in the shower, right? But what I loved seeing her here at the reunion was she was so confident. Yeah. And you're like, oh, that's who she is. Like when she's not in a quote unquote relationship with someone who makes her feel terrible about herself.
Yes.
I was just really happy to see her like glowing and just confident.
It was great.
Yeah.
It somehow the uncomfortable drama of the reunion turned into a beautiful moment as well.
Yeah.
So there was really nothing bad.
Even Jubriel. I mean, Jubriel was there to make friends.
Yeah. I mean, he did his best. He did Jubriel's best. Yeah. That's as best as he can do.
And you know what? With the guys, it was very touching. Yeah. Like, I do think that he made a lot of friends.
Yeah.
It's very sweet here how the men say that Jan taught them how to cry.
No. And as he's crying.
Yeah, well, it makes Jan cry. I thought that was so sweet.
That's great.
And then we see footage of Jubriel being like, yeah, men need to show their feelings. They need to cry. They found a way to redeem Jubriel in a way.
Honestly, I'm sure Jubriel is a fine guy. Yeah. His worst traits came out in this show. And, that's TV. Yeah, buyer beware.
Yeah, yeah. That'll live out there forevermore.
That's right. The day he's dead.
Okay, finally, Andi, that brings us to Konstantin and Jessi.
But they're broken up. They're sitting on opposite sides of the sofa.
They must be broken up. So they are indeed still together. We get a very cute recap of their relationship. They golf now.
Begrudgingly.
She found a sport that they can both do. Turns out that he has moved in with her in... Oh, I don't know if I took note of this right. Neckarteilfingen?
Neckarteilfingen.
So he left Mallorca for her.
I mean, to go to Neckarteilfingen from Mallorca, that's love.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Neckarteilfingen, but I'm going to guess that Mallorca is probably a little better.
Yeah. I mean, she was not compromising on that. She even said, she's like, the ultimate gesture of love to me is like you moving here.
Yeah.
Moving to be with me.
That is the ultimate gesture. I think if someone said to me, what do you think the ultimate gesture of love is? I would say it's moving to Neckarteilfingen. Okay. That's it.
But it's sweet. He's like, we see a video of him getting the keys and he's just I love Konstantin's outlook on life.
Yeah.
You notice how he's just like, he doesn't go kicking and screaming. He's like, the only way to give this relationship a real shot would have been to move in together. And that was her preference. It's like, let's make it work. Yeah. Let's see what happens. It doesn't have to be permanent. Like, but you never know unless you try. Like, he's just got such a positive outlook on life. And then this is where we learn, and this took our breath away. I mean, it's so sad. Turns out this last year has been very hard. Only 2 months into being married, they found out that his brain tumor had returned. I know. We were like, I thought they were going to say that, someone close to them had passed.
I was hoping they were going to say that.
I know that sounds awful.
I know that's terrible.
Yeah, just to hear that. And it had been such a central point to his story on the season. And it just felt like it was behind him and had given this new lease on life. And then to know that he had to face it again. Awful. And so it turns out she's been by his side the whole time. He did get another surgery.
We assume successful, I guess.
Yeah, we hope so.
It seems like maybe, probably.
He said he was in intensive care just a few weeks prior to this filming. So you really feel like the relationship is like a rock.
This is like a real love story. We have 2 serious love stories on this show.
Yes.
Like, name any other season of any reality TV where you've seen 2 serious love stories.
I think that maybe season 4 got a couple or 2. Like, didn't the one with Bliss and Zach?
Oh, yeah.
And then,
but
no, and Kwame and Chelsea. I think part of the issue with that is that we never really. That's part of the issue, is that we never really were like, yay.
No. I'm not saying that there wasn't love-ish or some love. I'm talking about like Shakespearean love stories. Yeah. This is serious stuff.
Yeah.
And even 3, technically.
Yes. Jan and Loan.
It's incredible. I have never been more blown away by the sleepy beginning of a season and the powerhouse ending. And I'm not saying it's all good. It's a lot of bad and good, but it's so powerful. Yeah. Who would have thought that watching the pods of this season, where we were like, all right, there's, this is...
No, Andy wasn't going, all right. He was like this.
But as I mentioned, the great Iranian director Abbas Kiarostami said the movies he likes the best are the ones he falls asleep during.
Yes, they stay with him. This season truly will stay with me. And I mean, this couple, they said that they feel like they've been married for 10 years at this point. Yeah. I love how she says she's learned through Konstantin to be more positive, to take on a better outlook on life, basically. Like, you could tell that he has sort of rubbed off on her. Just wow.
Unbelievable.
A lot of growth. A lot of growth.
You know what sucks is not enough people watch this season. We know because of our numbers, but I mean,
keep making remarks.
It's about us. It's about us.
Well, I mean, we are struck by the numbers on the season. Like, it did not perform well for us.
We knew that it would do not as well as the American version. Yeah. This is a bigger market.
Yeah.
But if you didn't watch this season, you missed out. I feel like I wish more people watched this season. Yeah. I don't know how to get the word out other than doing this.
Here's the thing. It's not like, I wish our numbers were better. It's not like that. It's more like, I feel like more positive and happier.
I feel like the world would be better if more people watched this.
I feel like this season made the world a better place.
Unquestionably. And most seasons make the world a worse place.
Almost universally.
Yeah.
Of any show.
Any show. All shows are bad.
Wow. So those would be our overall thoughts then, Andy.
That is definitely my overall thought.
This was the biggest hit. I mean, what a sleeper hit for us, and it's not even February.
It's not even February.
Yeah. Okay. So finally, Andy, we're going to wrap with our usual. Who would we go for?
I know who I'm going for.
You're going for Jessi.
Yes.
Yes. You also liked the darker hair.
I did like it.
Yeah, Andy liked the darker hair.
I liked it. I'm a brunette guy. I've always been brunette.
Really?
Yeah.
You have one blonde ex.
I have like 4 blonde exes. It just happened that way. I'm not prejudiced. Yeah. I just prefer brunettes.
Yeah.
I married one.
You did. You did.
Yeah, proof's in the pudding. Mm-hmm. I think that I'm still struggling on this one.
I know, you just cannot
But
accept.
You know what? I'm going to stick with Gunnar.
Very good. Yes, I would still go for Gunnar. I do love Konstantin, but you know what Gunnar has? He's got that kind of wry
Yeah.
He's got the sardonic.
I know what he's got that you need.
Yeah,
I know what he's
got like an edge to him that it's not that Konstantin doesn't, but Konstantin's more of like he's more like fun loving, like he goes partying.
He loves to party.
I do really like Konstantin. I love his positive outlook. There's just like this sort of like twinkle in Gunnar's eye that.
Oh, I know that twinkle you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't mean that twinkle, Andi.
All right.
It's just you know what it is though? The common thread that what I'm talking about, that sort of sardonic sort of edge does come from confidence.
Yes. Gunnar has so much confidence.
Yes.
That he never even has to show his confidence.
It's very attractive. And that's one of the reasons I married you. I was so drawn. It's like a moth to a flame. Like when someone is confident, an unconfident man in dating, or who pretended he was confident but wasn't, was like deeply insecure inside. Oh, it's repulsive.
Well, I'm still keeping up the ruse.
Oh, Andi. No, now I know the ways in which you're not confident, but on the whole, you're confident.
Thank you, wife.
Oh, well, Andi, what a beautiful season.
Beautiful. All feel good.
Yeah.
I mean, some feel bad, but even when it felt bad, it felt good.
I agree. It had a little bit of everything. It was like a full-blown grab bag. It was like a prefix.
Liebe ist blind Deutschland. Zweite Staffel ist gut.
Oh, good, Andi, good. It's war gut.
What?
It was good. It's over now.
No, it's still going.
Oh, okay.
It's always there. You can stream it anytime you want.
You're right.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. Okay, that's a wrap, Andi.
All right.
If you enjoyed what you heard today, you know what we will ask of you, and that is to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on Instagram and
TikTok.
Leave us Apple and
Spotify.
Podcast ratings and reviews. Tell your friends.
Tell them.
And generally do all the things you would do to support a podcast you enjoy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Andi has to go further to get Ruby now.
Willkommen das und.
Oh, there she is. There she is. Okay, boo boo. Okay, boo boo.
Go to mommy. Go to mommy.
Come on, mommy. Yes. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time on Dear Shandy. Bye-bye. She always looks away. I'm waving. She's like,
oh, she just burped.